Hello and happy Wednesday morning to you. Today we're talking about a subject that is not so happy, and that is seasonal affective disorder, or SAD as it's nicknamed. I hope that you do not experience this over the fall and winter and into the early spring, but you probably know someone who does experience it, or you yourself have experienced it. And it is relatively common. There are a lot of people who experience it. It's primarily among people from age 35 down to 18, and I know lots of older people who have experienced it every year too. Primarily, it's a woman's disorder, and it is temporary, and in some situations, you are able to use psychotherapy and light and some medication if you need it to control this. I'm going to read you an article that I wrote, or that I gathered from the internet. If you are interested in SAD, just put in seasonal affective disorder into your search bar, and you will find so many sites that go into great detail about SAD. So I'm just simply introducing it to you today, essentially. And I did write some thoughts down, and I wanted to say that here are some of the things you'll be feeling. Blue. You will feel blue like Blue Christmas, or blue like semi-depressed, blue like you're down in the dumps, that kind of blue. You will experience a change in your appetite, perhaps, and that may cause a weight gain or weight loss. And for some of us, that's not very good news. There will be a loss in interest in previously enjoyed activities. And this is something that I think you will find affects other people too, because other people are used to you enjoying certain activities, and then all of a sudden you no longer are interested, and it could even affect your family life. So that is something that is a definite thing to talk to your psychotherapist about. Low self-esteem is another. That is something that you'll want to talk over. And then, in addition to psychotherapy, there are other things that you can do. I mentioned light. In Walmart or your pharmacy, there are small lights that are called light therapy, and it imitates daylight. And if you look into that, it is believed by the people who manufacture them and by many people who use them that that helps to make up for some of the seasonal affective disorder, which is a disorder of light. It is a disorder that comes when the days begin to get shorter and the dark is longer. And it's called circadian problem, and that is a circadian rhythm problem, which simply means that it's the clock, and the daylight is diminished. So the light will come again, as you know, so there's always hope, but there are many forms of despair in waiting for that light to come again. So pick up a therapy light and see if it helps. It's very inexpensive, and it's something that you can look into and improve the possibilities of your not experiencing it. In addition to those things, nutrition is very important. And I'm going to read what I got from one of the sites about nutrition. The foods to eat. Vitamin D rich foods, which include fatty fish such as salmon, tuna, sardines, rainbow trout, fish oil, fortified milk, and egg yolk. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and that includes oily, fatty fish, such as mackerel, herring, salmon, sardines, anchovies, flaxseed, hemp, canola, and walnut oils. And then the berries that it suggests in this site are strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. And then finally, there are suggested foods rich in folic acid, and that will be green leafy vegetables, oatmeal, sunflower seeds, oranges, fortified cereals, lentils, black-eyed peas, and soybeans. And let me just make a side comment. Last week I talked about on Friday, I had two recordings last week, and one of them got a little mixed up. So on Friday I made another one. And those of you who saw it know that I talked about the hunter's moon, and that is supposedly the most spectacular moon of the fall season. But I asked some of my hunter friends if there had been a lot of people hunting on the hunter's moon evening and day, and they said no, not many hunters now, because they're all doing soybeans. So I guess that the soybean season is in, and people are involved in farming their soybeans and not hunting. Just an aside. Foods to avoid are sugary foods. So as we all love sugar, I guess most of us do, we'll want to avoid those if we start feeling that. Also, during this period of time, your serotonin levels, which is that feel good, running experience that you get after you've exerted yourself for a while, that decreases. It has decreased. And also, melatonin is decreased. And melatonin is a sleep necessity. And you can buy melatonin, actually, and many people swear by it and say it helps them sleep. So those are some of the things that you need to know. If you do need medication, you'll want to pick someone out, possibly your primary care physician or one of the psychotherapists who do prescribe, because medication can be a backup. It can help you out. Not everybody uses it, and very few people say that they have to have it, but some people think that it really does help. So I will end there today and wish you a very, very happy holiday season as we start with Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then New Year's. It's truly a time that if you have seasonal affective disorder, you know that it has a lot of bearing on the holidays and can really affect your holidays. So I hope that that's not you, and I hope that those of you who do have it get some help with it, because it is treatable. Thank you very much.